Picture this. It's Friday evening. You've just logged off work, and you decided to do something responsible for once. You log into your workplace retirement portal, staring at a screen that asks you to choose between a traditional 401k and a Roth IRA for your hard-earned cash. You picked one a couple of years ago because a coworker mentioned it in passing, but as you stare at the balance, a sudden wave of panic hits. You realize you have no idea if you're actually growing your wealth or accidentally giving away thousands of dollars in unnecessary taxes. Wait, am I doing this completely wrong? Look, it is totally normal to feel torn here. On one side, people tell you to take the tax break right now because every dollar counts today. On the other side, experts swear that paying taxes today lets your money grow completely tax-free forever. Both arguments sound reasonable, which leaves most people paralyzed. Doing a little bit of both, or worse, doing nothing at all. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how to root your first $10,000 between a 401k and a Roth IRA so you maximize every single cent. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about compound interest and tax efficiency. If you're someone who feels like you're earning decent money, but secretly worries you're building your financial future backward, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it helps you out. Here's the thing. Most financial advice treats your investment accounts like they're competing sports teams. You're either Team 401k or Team Roth IRA. But viewing them as enemies is the absolute worst way to build wealth. They aren't competing products. They are simply two different tax buckets with completely different rules of engagement. When you force yourself to pick just one, you miss out on the hidden synergy that happens when you use them together in a specific sequence. This is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at the math using a real scenario, so you can see how big of a difference this choice actually makes over time. Imagine two people, Sarah and Alex. Both have $10,000 ready to invest this year, and both are sitting comfortably in the 22% federal tax bracket. Both leave their money invested for 30 years, earning an average annual return of 8%. Sarah puts her entire $10,000 into a traditional 401k. Because her contribution is pre-tax, she gets to invest the full $10,000 immediately. Over 30 years at 8%, that $10,000 multiplies into a massive $100,000. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. When Sarah retires and withdraws that $100,000, the government views every single penny as ordinary income. Assuming she stays in that same 22% tax bracket, she owes $22,000 in taxes. Her actual take-home wealth is $78,000. Now let's look at Alex. Alex decides to put his $10,000 into a Roth IRA. Because a Roth IRA uses post-tax dollars, Alex has to pay his 22% tax up front. That means his $10,000 shrinks to $7,800 before it ever hits his investment account. It feels like he's starting at a major disadvantage. But watch what happens next. Over those same 30 years at 8% interest, his $7,800 grows into $78,000. And when Alex pulls that money out in retirement, he owes precisely $0 in taxes. Every dollar is pure profit in his pocket. Notice something wild there? In a fixed tax rate scenario, the final numbers end up surprisingly identical. $78,000 for Sarah, $78,000 for Alex. But here's what most people don't realize. Life almost never keeps you in the exact same tax bracket for 30 years straight. Income changes, tax laws shift, and your financial needs evolve. If Sarah's tax bracket drops in retirement, her 401k wins. If tax rates rise across the country in the future, which historically speaking is a very real possibility, Alex's Roth IRA completely destroys the 401k performance. Relying entirely on one outcome is like betting your entire life savings on a single roll of the dice. Here's what most people don't realize about the psychology behind this dilemma. The reason we struggle so much with this decision isn't because the math is impossible. It's because human brains are wired to prioritize immediate stress relief over future comfort. When you contribute to a traditional 401k, you see an immediate tax discount on your current pay stub. It feels good right now. A Roth IRA asks you to suffer a little pain today for a massive reward decades down the line. That requires delayed gratification. And delayed gratification is exhausting when rent and groceries are already expensive. To eliminate the guesswork, I created a bulletproof priority system for your cash. I call it the first 10,000 Waterfall. Instead of choosing one account, you run your money through 3 clear, sequential steps. Step 1 is called securing the free money. If your employer offers a matching contribution on your 401k, every single dollar of your first investments must go there until you hit that match limit. A company match is a guaranteed 100% return on your money on day 1. No investment on earth can beat that. If your company matches up to 4% of your salary, you put 4% into your 401k immediately. Do not pass go, do not look at a Roth IRA yet, and do not debate tax strategies. You take the free money every single time. Step 2 is called building the tax-free fortress. Once you have grabbed every dollar of your employer match, you instantly stop putting extra money into that 401k. Now, you pivot and direct your next dollars into a Roth IRA up to the annual limit. Why? Because the Roth IRA gives you total control. Unlike a 401k, which usually limits you to a short list of mutual funds chosen by your corporate HR department, a Roth IRA lets you invest in virtually anything you want with 0 management fees. Plus, every dime of growth inside that bucket is forever, protected from future tax hikes. Step 3 is called filling the Overflow Basin. If you are a high earner or a dedicated saver, and you manage to completely max out your Roth IRA for the year, you pivot back to your 401k. You throw any remaining investment cash into your 401k to lower your current taxable income and keep building your nest egg. To understand how this works in real life, imagine your money like a house setup. Your employer match is the foundation of the house. It anchors everything and keeps you secure. Your Roth IRA is the roof. It shields you from whatever terrible tax weather the government decides to throw at you 20 years from now. And your remaining 401k contributions are the walls. They fill out the space and give you extra room to grow. You wouldn't build a house with just a roof or just a foundation. You need the whole structure working together to stay safe. Now you might be thinking, this sounds great, Jack, but I make decent money today, and I really need that tax deduction right now to keep my monthly budget afloat. That is a totally fair pushback. If you're currently in your peak earning years, say, sitting in a 32% or 35% tax bracket, taking the tax break today with a 401k can genuinely save you a fortune right now. But for the vast majority of people making under 6 figures, paying a relatively low tax rate today in exchange for decades of completely tax-free compound. Growth inside a Roth IRA is the most powerful financial move you will ever make. Let's recap the entire strategy so you can execute this seamlessly. With your next paycheck, first, invest in your workplace 401k, just enough to capture 100% of your employer match. Second, open a Roth IRA with a reliable broker and throw your extra dollars there until you max it out. Third, if you still have money left to invest after maxing your Roth IRA, sweep that excess cash back into your workplace 401k. Managing your wealth doesn't require an accounting degree or hours of tracking charts every night. It just requires building an automated system that directs your money to the right place without your emotions getting in the way. Once you set up this waterfall, you can stop second-guessing every paycheck and finally rest easy knowing your money is working as hard as you do. And I'm curious about something. Which account are you currently putting most of your money into? And are you planning to change your setup after watching this? Let me know in the comments below.